dooby dooby dum 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 dee dooby doo. Alright, so we've got video now. I think we've got audio as well. Although my green screen isn't disappearing, which is a little bizarre. Can we fix that? Yes, we can. I don't remember. I don't remember how. Is it this button? Yeah, I gotta move this out of the way for a sec. Options. There's a green screen option somewhere. Cropping. What is this? Remove background. Yes. Which means I won't have a lot of room for my arms to wave around, though. So how much leeway can I give myself? Not a whole lot. Can we try to adjust the lighting? Maybe? Will that help? Bring the light in a little bit closer, and then try to do this. I think that'll work. That looks good. We'll just stick my where does my face go? Right there, thereabouts. Save scene. There we go. I think that's right. All right. I don't know if anyone's watching yet, but howdy. Oh no, the green's coming in again. Oh, it's disappearing a little bit. If I keep my hands up, then the green screen likes to freak out a little bit. Well, hopefully it won't freak out too much and it'll be okay. Because we practiced this. We practiced this with green screen. So am I showing? I am. I'm showing a label. Oh, there's labels all the way around this cup. It's a. I'll tell you. It's a Guinness cup. This isn't Guinness. It's not. It's. What's it called? It's off-brand soda. It's Super Chill, is what I'm drinking. Not actually what's labeled on it, but you know, it's okay. You can put anything in a cup. Alright, controller's good. Chords are a freaking disaster down there, but I'm kind of excited to play some Crash Bandicoot. What do you guys think? I know the Insane Trilogy's out. I know that. The remastered. I don't have it yet. I'll probably end up getting it, but I don't have it. So I thought I was going to play it. I figured I'd play the original for a little bit on stream. I'm going to put a tweet out. So that's what I've got here. I've got my phone. I'm going to put a tweet out that I'm live, basically. I'm live on Twitch streaming Crash Bandicoot, the original. Check it out at twitch.tv/MagicManMo. Tweet. Put a tweet out. I don't know if that'll attract anybody. This is not nearly as last minute a stream as the last one was. But it is kind of getting late at night, especially since I said we would try to do 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's about a quarter till 10. We had an issue with the PlayStation because I was setting it up, making sure everything would work okay, and I hit the reset button on the PlayStation 1. I've got one of the original PlayStation 1s that actually still has a reset button, and it got stuck. It got stuck, pushed down, and there's not a way to pull it back up, so I had to go and unscrew the thing and push it back through, which was actually a pretty simple process, but I was freaking out for a good while there. I just had to unscrew the bottom, open the case, push the button back to where it should be so it wasn't resetting the game continually. Okay, we need to hit start. It's loading a cut. It's not loading anything right now. It's just loading the little, there we go, that press start screen. I don't know what you call it. Back in the old days we called it a demo. I think we called them that because it was like a demonstration of the game to come, right? I wonder what's in the options. I'm actually really curious what's in the options of these old games. Effects, volume, music volume. It's literally just music options. Stereo, mono. Of course, we're going to do stereo. Although the screen I'm playing it through, I think, is just mono, oddly enough. No, I'm sure it's stereo. But I don't want to... Oh, what's happening right now? Oh, my computer. I didn't say Cortana. Try how do you say how are you in French. No, I'm not going to do that. Why are you even listening? Cortana was listening to me. I'm hoping that didn't ruin anything on stream. I'm being told I've got low bandwidth, and it's okay now. I think that's because I think my low bandwidth is coming from the fact that I'm watching my own stream on Twitch. Just because I wanted to make sure everything looked okay, and it looks fine, so we're going to just stop watching my own stream. Alright, then that's the opening cutscene, but I think we're going to watch it again when I actually start the game. Sorry it's taking so long to start the game. Alright, start. We're going to hit start. I think it's going to show that cutscene. If it doesn't, I'm going to be a little sad because I haven't watched it all the way through. Oh no, it just literally starts here at Insanity Beach. Well, the plot in that opening cutscene that you didn't see is basically just, what's his name? Cortex creates us in a science laboratory, and we go insane and escape, but he still has hostage a female version of a Bandicoot. Not to be confused with, eventually Coco, Bandicoot's sister, later. It's literally just a generic, like, sexy woman Bandicoot mascot. Because that's how things were at the time. Anyway, we're going to start at Insanity Beach, classic opening level. It's been a long time since I've played this. And I don't remember what the controls are. There aren't a lot, so we'll figure it out pretty quick, I'm sure. Hopefully audio and everything sounds okay. Oh, I'm using the... I was using the analog stick, which is not going to work. Is the game audio kind of quiet? I can turn it up a bit. I'll turn it up a bit. I don't want it to be louder than me, obviously, but I want it to be audible. You guys will have to let me know if you're watching, if I'm too loud, if the game's too loud, or if I'm too quiet, or if the game's too quiet. You have to let me know. Alright, so we got jump. I think square is our spin, and circle, actually, both of them, and triangle looks at our stuff. Alright, these boxes are special. You don't want to spin to destroy them. You want to jump on them. They're bouncy boxes, and you get way more apples out of them if you bounce on them, as opposed to if you hit square. And then the question mark boxes, they can have a number of things in them. They can have apples, they can have a bonus, I think it's going to be a bonus, yeah, or a life. It can have a life in it, because this back in the oldie days when you had to collect lives, and if you were out, that was game over. Booga masks. You collect 3 of them, and you become like invincible and go crazy, and just kind of rush through the level. It's pretty great. The up boxes are important because jumping on them don't give you apples by themselves, but it allows you to jump into higher areas. If you hit square and break the box, then it gives you apples. But you don't want to do that prematurely. Sometimes these regular boxes, you want to jump on top of them as well, in case there's like a secret-y secret. Ugh, I wanted to double jump, but there is no double jump in Crash Bandicoot. At least on the first one. I have to confess, I've never played Crash Bandicoot 2, nor have I played the third one, which I think was Warped, which are this one, 2, and Warped are the 3 that are in the Insane trilogy that just came out. But I've actually never played any of them but the first one. I played a little bit, I think there was a racing one, or something. No, was it Warped? Have we played a little bit of Warped? I don't think it's Warped. There's another Crash Bandicoot we had. Also, this metal one, we can open it later by doing something, I think, at the end of the level. And then you have to come back and play it again to actually get to that box. I think that's how that works, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. It's been a while. But, yeah, I think you have to go to something at the end of the level. I'm just trying to jump over. It's a little bit, you have to really push down on the D-pad to kind of get him to move. It's not super sensitive. Or at least not as sensitive as I would like it to be. Then again, also using the D-pad instead of the, oh, we got the 3 Ooga Boogas, so we can just run through this. Oh, we almost jumped too soon. So now, as you can see, we're completely invincible, and we can just kind of run for it. Alright, be careful, there's a box here. There we go. I didn't want to miss that box. Now, I don't know if we run out of time on him. I think we do, and I think we're about to. Yeah. You only get a limited amount of time with him at invincible, which is okay. But if you get hit, by the way, if something hits you, you lose a part of that mask. Can I go backwards this way? Are there boxes back? Oh, I should have done that. I should have known there'd be a turtle. But just like that, I can only take 1 hit and I die unless I have the masks with me. Oh. I jumped too soon. I want to double jump so bad, but I absolutely do not need to. Alright, that's okay. We got another mask. But now you know how it works. That was just one life. It's level 1. I mean, we're gonna lose several lives throughout the course of this. But as I recall, Crash Bandicoot's pretty difficult, actually. And we're gonna die a lot of times. That won't be the first time. Although I kind of wish I didn't die on the first level. It'll happen. Now, because we had lives, I think all the boxes on the left... No, I think we need to... Oh, yeah, here we go. There's the metal box that I was looking for. This is what I was talking about. You need to find one of these. They're usually toward the end of the level. Now, this is kind of tricky. Oh, hang on. Watch this. Oh, no! I didn't jump. I didn't go far enough. Like I said, you have to really slam on the D-pad to make that work. You have to break all those boxes to get the broken all boxes bonus at the end. I don't know if we're gonna go. I don't think we're gonna go for those. But I wanted to give that a try. Oh, okay. We're gonna break the lower one and the upper one and do this. When you get 100 apples, you get a life back, which is important because, like I said, we'll die a lot of times, and we will need those apples. Oh God! Get the jump. All right. I really do want to hit... Did that box remain counted? I don't think so. Okay, so what I'm going to do... I'm going to hit this box. I'm not going to break all these because there was that one metal box a while back anyway. I think... Well, you know what? I don't think it becomes a regular box. I might be mistaken about that. Oh, well. We didn't quite get 100. We'll go ahead and finish the level off. We don't need to worry about collecting all the boxes necessarily, but we'll come back and give that a try again later. Jungle rollers. Yeah, we can always go back, but I don't remember what you get for completing them all. Maybe nothing. And there's other things to collect too. There are little bonus tickets, I guess you might call them, that you collect. And you actually, I say they're bonuses, but really they're for saving, so they're quite vital. You'll see those shortly. They're not in every single level, which becomes a problem. And this is the TNT box. This is teaching you how TNT boxes work. You don't want to hit it. You just want to jump on it. And that activates the timer. It explodes. It doesn't drop anything, but it explodes. So there's going to be stuff we can do with that later. Now this is a skunk here. We can just hit him. I think we can jump on him too. He just moves differently from like the turtles. He actually will, yeah, he just ran right off that ledge. They're not very bright, those skunks. I'm gonna let them kind of run their course and jump up here so I don't accidentally jump in front of one by mistake. Ooh. Now the flowers are kind of tricky. You don't want to hesitate. Now, there was a jumpy box, which I would have liked to jump on instead of breaking it, but it would have been kind of tricky to... See, those are the tickets I was talking about. You get 3 of those, and you go into a bonus stage that you have to beat to save the game, like, at all. Oh, God. Later, there will be more difficult ones, so that one that I got that kind of looked like a little bear or something, those are the easy bonus stages. Later, there's harder ones that have Cortex's face on them. They're much more difficult than that bear-looking one. Now, there was a green gem there, and I think the gems you have to do something to actually be able to collect the gems, and I'm not entirely sure I remember what exactly you have to do. I think it basically boils down to you have to break all the boxes. You have to break all the boxes, collect all the gems. This is going to be tricky. There we go. I got it. Still got it. It's still in me. I've still got it. Oh, yeah. All right, flower. We need to get that 3rd bonus. I'm sure it's coming up. That might be it right there, and I'll show you. Yep, that's it. And then we immediately go into the bonus stage for saving, and if we succeed, we continue. If we fail, we continue, but if we fail, we just don't get to save. Now, this is the first one, so it's going to be pretty easy. It's just basically going to be bonus apples for us, but as you go along throughout the game, it gets much more difficult. Oh, God. Yeah, nice and easy. Get a bunch of apples, get a free life up there. Now, it's worth mentioning, you can actually run off the ledge here. This is still 3D. This is not in 2D. I can, like, hold down or up and just walk straight off those boxes. And this is just a random female Bandicoot mascot. Be like, save point complete, 2%, or save point, 2% complete. And it saves, I think, when we leave. I actually don't know how much memory I have on this memory card, so we'll find out. It's almost full. We've got one space right here. It looks like we've got a bunch of... Is that... Yeah, that's MLB 2000. That's MLB 2003. Spyro the Dragon. Sammy Sosa League, I think. I think that's from Sammy Sosa Softball Slam. That's a fun game. We'll have to play that sometime. Boxing. It's just called Boxing. And one of my favorite games, although it's not like a big name or anything, Battle Hunter. It's an RPG, sort of dungeon crawler. Not a dungeon crawler. It's kind of like a board game, actually. It's set up like a board game, but each playthrough is supposed to be a dungeon. You're collecting items and stuff. We'll have to play that sometime. It's a lot of fun. Or at least I find it a lot of fun. I don't know. I've never heard anybody else know of that game. I don't know if anyone else has ever even played it. I'm sure somebody has, but I've just never met them. I've played it a lot, and no one I've ever known has played it before at all, so... Yeah, we'll have to do that on a stream or something sometime. I really like the idea of streaming PS1 games. I don't know if anyone's interested in seeing them, but I really like the idea of doing that. Great, but you missed... we missed 3 boxes? Only 3? Man, I wonder where they were. I'll press X to continue. I thought I saw all of them. Maybe there were some bouncy ones that in the air that I didn't see that I could have gotten to. I'm not sure. The Great Gate! Is this the first... yeah, I think this is the first one with all these sort of walls or gates. They're kind of like in 2D style instead of 3D. But you can still move in 3D space. But like the objective is to get to the top of the wall, basically, and get over it. So it's kind of like a different perspective, as opposed to being like a different gameplay or whatever. Ooh, these are tricky because you can... I don't think there's no fall damage of any kind, but if you... Oh, God, no. Oh, got it. I almost didn't get that. But if you do take a fall, it's quite a pain in the butt to recover from. Oh, I want to get over here and kill this monkey. The monkeys are a little tricky. They're not super hard, they're just a little tricky. Oh, no, I don't want to break that. Oh, got it. Okay, I got that life. I was afraid I wouldn't. It wouldn't have been the end of the world. Okay, now these are kind of a pain in the butt. You have to hit them, and they'll go up horizontal, but if you take too long, they will actually go back to being vertical. And later, there'll be several of them that you have to have on at the... Oopsie, I fell. You have to have on at the same time in order to progress. Oops. I'm trying to get lined up. Oh. I always want to jump with it when I hit the ground, because in my brain, I think that makes me jump higher, but I don't actually think that's true. Oh, there we go, got the monkey. The monkey's just... the monkey's such a pain. When he's rolling, I think he's invincible when he's rolling, if I remember that right. I mean, except unless I have a mask on, of course. Now, I don't remember if the mask will save me from... environmental hazards or not, so I want to wait for those and not risk screwing myself over on an environmental hazard just because I thought I was invincible. Oh, I lost my mask, but that's okay because the monkey was... Oh, these guys... Oh, God. Oh, that was so close. Those guys are even worse than the monkey. Oh, the idea on this is to get on top and just do that. Just kind of like how I've been killing the turtles, but this time it's imperative that you actually land on top of them. You have to jump on top and then do it like that. The turtles I can just spin. They're not like protected by a shield. These, fun fact, fun fact, the fire things actually bounce you. So later it's important that you actually have to be able to jump on them. Not just like avoid them. We'll actually have to jump on them because they bounce you a little bit. And that's important to know. Alright. I love this. There we go. Oh, and the exclamation box was actually in the bonus one this time. How do we want to play this? Oh! Careful. There we go. I was really worried I'd screw that up. I almost did. I almost did screw that up. And we get 2 lives. Got a couple of lives on this one. Yay, 6% complete. You might think, 6%, wow, we're really progressing really fast. And we kinda are, but also not. 3 out of 32 levels? Are there only 32 levels? It always felt like there were a lot more. select a save option. So this is really interesting because at this stage in the game, because this is the PlayStation 1, the idea of like a memory card was still kind of a new concept because, you know, before the PlayStation 1 was the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and it saved onto the cartridges or something like that. So like you didn't need a whole separate card. So if you didn't have a memory card, this game gave you the option, well, if you don't have a memory card, you can get a password, write down the password, and you don't actually have to use a memory card to save in this game. Of course, we have one, so we're just going to update the one that we have. You know, save in that same slot we chose earlier. It might ask us, no, I think it had the option for password, change the memory card or the slot that we use, or just overwrite the one that we selected earlier, which we're just going to overwrite, just like you would anything else. But yeah, this game actually gave you the option to use a password in case you didn't have a memory card, since memory cards were still kind of a new concept. I don't remember when Crash Bandicoot came out in the scope of like, oh man, we're not going to get any of these freaking gems. Actually, the yellow gem might be something we have to get in the future and then come back to this level. I'm not super clear. How many boxes? We missed a lot of boxes. How did we miss 8 boxes? Well, we're not doing spectacular on the boxes. We'll have to come back and try to get all these boxes. But for now, we're just trying to beat the game. If I can get all the boxes, I'm going to try to get all the boxes. But we're not going for 100% completion necessarily. Unless you guys want to see that, then I'll try to go back and do it.